The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Heineke. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line.
To me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Heineke. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw is Heineke. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Deron Payne forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Breaks through the contact. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
On first down, it's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Heineke winds up and lets it go for Samuel. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. On 1st and 10, Heineke. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A give to Gibson running right. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Heineke rolling to his right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On play action, Heineke. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. The 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Heineke. And that's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Washington. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Gibson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Heineke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson from 10 yards out. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and make some adjustments. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert flushed out right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 76 yards. yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Herbert off of play action. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Heineke slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Harris. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run with Gibson.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Heineke with a 3rd and goal.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never... And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now... his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Herbert. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
76 yards.
And Washington has taken the lead.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Deron Payne picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
This young man, Chase Young, has it all. Speed, power, and a full arsenal of moves to get to the quarterback. The Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2020, he had 7.5 sacks that season. They expect plenty more in the future. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Throwing. Heineke. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Looking to throw, Heineke. And this is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Heineke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A handoff for Gibson. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll indeed take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.